Hello, my name is Brian Wyant, and I'm going to talk about resumes with Alina Cooper. We are both employees from Commute Air, and here we go. Say hello, like Alina. All right, so first question, why do we have a resume? Well, a resume is a document that basically tells a story of your work history. Um, it also catches the eye of an employer, can lead to interviews, and it outlines all your skills and past job experiences. Um, one of the big questions on resumes today is should a resume include an objective or a personal statement? An objective statement is something that if you're first like jumping into the job market, um, you should go this way. It just basically is speaking general. It's a good choice for someone that's just entering the workforce. Um, and you're basically saying like, hey, my name is so and so, and I would like to be assistant manager. A personal statement is something that you're going to put, and it talks more about you, your past experiences, what you've done in the past, and how you those things, those experiences in the past, you can apply to the future. Um, Future working with the company that you're applying for. So if you're, it's kind of either way. I personally have done personal statements because it tells more about who you are and what your work ethic is going for the job. I put in here examples. Um, so if you look at number one, that's not very good. Seeking a sales position, I have experience in sales. Well, that's not really saying anything. You want to be more like on the other example, the good example, a sales professional with 4+ years experience in lead generation, prove customer service communication skills to effectively fill the sales associate role at your company. So that's saying a little more than just I want a regular 8-hour job until I find a goal for what my life should be. I mean, that's just, and it's also showing that you're not very motivated to work. Um, so when you're creating your resume, keep these things in mind. They do come in handy. Personal statement that's not very good. I recently completed my GED. I'm a quick learner and work well with people. That's okay, but not very good. A good one would be I recently graduated from a GED program with an emphasis on business administration. And I would love to apply the skills that I've learned in a role of administrative assistant. Paired with my abilities to learn quickly and my passion for detail, I know that I'd be an asset to your organization. So there you're talking more about what you can bring to that position, how you like to learn, what's important to you, and that's going to get you hopefully in a position for an interview and then hopefully a job. What are the employees looking for? Well, the number one thing is education. And that's something on your resumes after you've put your two personal statement or your objective statement is your education. So what schools you've gone to, attended, dates, and dates are really important in that when you went. In your case and in my case, I went back to school later in life. So for me, when I put that on my application, it showed that like I went back, I completed something. It shows that I have the initiative and the work ethic to get it done. So that'd be very important, especially applying for something that you've never done before. And it's showing the employer that, hey, I'm here to work. Work experience. So throughout life, I've had all kinds of different jobs. So many, I mean, I don't think you want to put all of them, but you put the most current. I know at Commute Air, we've gone back 10 years. We want a 10-year work history. With that said, the more consistent you are with staying at a job, the better. But also, there's, as long as you give a reason why you weren't at a certain job for a certain length of time, if you explain that, that's good too, you know, because life happens. Sometimes you have a child, sometimes you have to take care of a parent, family member, anything like that. Another important thing is job titles and job descriptions. Job titles, I mean, just don't put down sales and then nothing else. I mean, try to be as descriptive as possible. And with that, so there's keywords. So when you're looking to apply for a job, and on another slide here, I'll show you, I downloaded and put in a job description at Amazon. So you want to look for keywords. So when you're wanting to apply, so say you want to apply to Amazon, you're going to want to search keywords and try to put those keywords into your resume. A lot of businesses like Amazon use these bots that are robots, and they search for certain keywords. So if you put those keywords in your resume, it'll catch those and it'll give you a better opportunity to get the job.
And also, I wanted to touch on really quick. I know last week that I had touched on honesty with your job application. Make sure with your work experience that you are being honest in terms of the dates of employment with whichever employer that you were with. Because some of these jobs can be very extensive when it comes to doing background checks before they hire you. I know SwageLock can verify your employment before they hire you on. I'm not too sure about other manufacturing facilities that I have worked with in the past, but I know that they can double check your education, your work experience, and things like that. So just make sure that you do put the correct dates. And if you happen to not remember the dates of that employer, feel free to call them and ask. Or if you remember even the month and just the year, you don't have to remember the exact day per se, but as long as you remember the time frame, and that doesn't prevent you from losing out on any opportunities.
Absolutely, like good point. Thank you, Alina. And I was also, and I know this is the first part of a two-part presentation about resumes. Another thing that is not in this presentation, but I think we're going to talk about next week, is having references and having strong references. That's something that the employers are going to call on, and so you want somebody either not necessarily you worked with, but that's a good, because then they can give you a good recommendation of, you know, this person works really hard at their job and stuff, but also people that you've known your whole life or might know who you are as a person and say some nice things about you regarding employment. So here's this job description that I downloaded. I highlighted in yellow words, like keywords that I talked about earlier, that would help put in your resume or your cover letter. A lot of employers now want you to also submit a cover letter. So a cover letter, and we really didn't touch on it in this presentation, but we're probably doing the second one, is something where you're just gonna, I mean, not you're gonna, but you're gonna talk about why you are a good fit for that organization or company. So here, like, here's the job description for Amazon. Talks about, you know, overnight, sunrise, day and evening, weekends. So those are the shifts. So something that you can put in your resume is that you like fast paced, you know, you're a fast paced worker, you're very quick, you're very, you know, that's something you could put in. Also that you're willing to work overnight shifts. That could be something that would catch their attention to set you up for a job interview. Also, you're very active, and you can put that you just like moving, always being on the move, always wanting, you know, to make quick decisions and things like that. And if you've had previous experience like in sorting packages, you can put that in there. But these are just some things that I've kind of highlighted that when you're looking at job descriptions are things that you can hone in on and highlight in your resume so you can potentially get an interview. So for me, that is it. If you have any questions, Alina and I are here to help you. I know personally that I just got back into the job, having a full-time job, and it wasn't the easiest, and I had to fill out a lot. I had to change my resume many times, and also with my cover letters. So we're willing to help, and I hope this helps you. And that's it.
Brian,
Yeah.
really quick, I also wanted to touch on, I know I had said last week, if anybody needs any help with their resume, please don't hesitate to contact me. Just get in contact with Carmen and we can work, whether it's me helping you virtually, helping you via email. And once it's safe enough or considered safe, I don't mind helping you guys in person. So I don't mind helping out. And I want to say, I know that you guys are working towards your GED. That is something that you guys should be extremely proud of. Don't measure your success by seeing what other people have accomplished in life. Take a look at what you yourself are accomplishing and know that you still have time to do great things, and you are doing great things. By completing your education, it's still going to be opening up a lot of doors for you and also opening up a lot of opportunities. So by you completing your GED, that's going to open up so much more room for advancement for you. And I want you guys to know that you should be extremely proud of yourselves and continue to be pushing to be better people each and every day. Thank you.